Greetings and salutations, supplicants and mendicants alike, wizards, warriors, wayfarers. Welcome, one and all, to the Frank Monday channel. As above, so below. Let us begin. I just wanted to give you guys a mention that I had gone live, like a 3-hour show with Occult Priestess this morning here in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Twilight Zone, Old Peking. So the situation was that it was very impromptu, so I wasn't able to tell anybody about it on my own channel. And yeah, that's the situation. So just look her up and go have a look at that video if it's still up. We did hit a couple of verboten things though, so you never know how long the algorithm's going to take before it strikes it. Occult Priestess. And yeah, so if you just look her up on here on the YouTube. Hey Jeff, yeah man, I tried to get a mention out to you that I was going live on Occult Priestess show. The name of the show, let me show it to you here. Share, so I'll share my screen. Share screen. Welcome to the chat, Jeff. Man, I was thinking about you all morning. I was trying to get the message out to you, but I just never was able to get it to go through, man. Kind of a bummer. Let's see, what do we got here? That's a lot of happy horse shit right there, huh? Boop, 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 boop. Where is my YouTube window? Don't even see one. Guess it's here, huh? Okay, yeah, there it is. Can you see the screen okay? Give me a yo out there in Happy Land if you can hear me all right, Jeff. Monsieur Tiedrick is in the house. Whoop, whoop. Pardon me. Yeah, so here's the feed. Her channel name is Occult Priestess, and look, we went 2 hours and 50 minutes. And so the name of the stream is Fate versus Free Will. So what happened, let me break it down for you out there in Happy Land. What happened was last night I received an email from Mary Moon. We know her as Two Little Fish in the Ideas Room. She sometimes tunes in. She sent me an email that said she would like to invite me to Occult Priestess channel to do an impromptu symposium, just a back and forth. And yeah, I know, right? Fuck, man, you're one of my biggest fans out there in Happy Land, Monsieur Tiedrick, and I really wanted you to be there. But yeah, so we were out there in Happy Land and we did like a 3-hour show, man. And I tried to multitask and simultaneously update you guys to let you know that it was going on, but I couldn't get my phone to connect to a live stream to simulcast, you know, to telecast it via my platform and her platform at the same time. So her platform, you can go back and watch the rerun. You know, not as exciting as being in on the original transmission, but do give her a sub. She's a great gal in there in Los Angeles County, my hometown, and her channel name is Occult Priestess. It's streamed from 7 a.m. Sunday morning to 10 a.m. here in the capital. So Fate versus Free Will. And you can see that we did the whole gambit, man. Had a really good time. So Mary Moon was on the show, and we went long. I originally thought, hey, maybe an hour or two, but we ended up going like the fucking full stream, man. Near 3 hours. So really good fun. Good fun indeed. And now I'm just chilling on my own back here in the castle, Twilight Zone, Old Peking. And I thought I would check in with you guys to make sure that at least you knew about it in hindsight, Sorry that you didn't have a chance to join the show. If you are a fan of the channel and you like doing stuff like that, it would have been fucking awesome to have you out there. I think one person ended up joining. I think Owen got the message and saw that I was out there in Happy Land with her, and so he tried to get the message out too. Yeah, Mary Moon's doing good. She had a dynamite storm there in the capital. Also, I updated the I sent a short update, a prologue to a novella I've been working on, uh, called the Secret of the Pyramid. You know, that's the working title. It's how do we say, um, that title is tentative. The Riddle of the Sphinx, The Secret of the Pyramid, and the Hermetic Brotherhood of Luxor. So I sent a little prologue that I'm trying to work through. It seems way too wordy and verbose, and that's why I sent it out to you guys on buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. And thank you for the recent tips, Jeff. That's fucking awesome, man. I'm really accumulating quite a collection of extra funds over there, mostly due to you and Owen. Owen has really turned into a great supporter of the channel as well. And Mary Moon, everyone has been over there to tip me on buymeacoffee.com. So recently we posted this for the insiders of the Buy Me a Coffee website, and I'll show it to you now. Boop, booby doop, boop. Yeah, so I threw this post up there last night. It's a prologue to a novella I'm working on, The Secret of the Pyramid. So thought I'd read it for you guys. Emerging from the corridor that led from that hoary secret chamber under the feet of the Sphinx, that held a vast store of mysterious treasures, ancient artifacts, and gold-foiled emerald tablets of powerful eldritch magic, I stepped boldly forward from the mouth of the passage and took a deep, settling breath of cool, dry air that stank of camphor and antiquity. Gripping the parcel of items I had pillaged from the tomb below, I looked off into the night sky, and it was filled as if with a chaotic and dynamic video-esque signal, like that of an untuned radio television set to a station of agitated static white noise, broadcasting across the unfathomable void of interstellar space. Suddenly, the night sky ripped open with a blinding flash of thunderous lightning that spiderwebbed violently against a backdrop of ghastly, bulbous, inky dark clouds rolling and boiling forth from some malodorous and unimaginable cosmic abyss. Awed and frozen to the spot on which I stood, I watched in horror as the electrified bolt strobed the aether, zigzagging back and forth to blast the apex of the tallest of the three pyramids of Giza, illuminating the night sky and igniting the tip of the pyramid. At the top, though I could not see the details from here, there was a clockwork machine, a pyramidion, that had been placed there, despite all the trials and tribulations that I had undergone, by the servants of the cult of Set. The coming storm and violent energy of the gods erupting from the sky overhead meant the very thing that I feared most. The servants of Set had been successful in activating that enigmatic key of the pyramids and completing their nefarious ritual. It had begun, and I was too late. Yeah, so I thought I would share that with you. Obviously, it's a little verbose and overly wordly, but I sent that out there as an offering to my supporters there on buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. And thank you for that, Monsieur Cedric. You've been fucking making my day, man. Waking up with coffee jar full of tips. I'm like, whoa, take it easy, man. Good God, what do they call guys like you? Angel investor, an angelic investor. So yeah, wow, I really have to go above and beyond. I've been trying to get together um, a bunch of different stuff that's behind the scenes footage stuff and pictures and videos. I'm just not being able to figure out how to get it all up on there. And then here's the problem. Here's the real problem, Jeff. The internet here since March, for some reason, it all started in March. And they had already said that they were rolling out new mandates for the internet here and globally, that it was a global transition to a new system of greater censorship on the internet. And so that's kind of a bummer that they're doing that. But with that said, what can we do? Just roll with the punches, keep your nose to the grindstone. Give me a yo. Come on, let's see the fucking yos out in Happy Land. That'll clear the palate. Keep swinging. Dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You guys know the routine. I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop these asshats from trying to upend our happy time. And that's what the real whole plan scandemic's been all about. It's been an attack at the middle class and the lower middle class and the no class. Ain't got no class. I hit your ass like the Buddha that's stinky. You want to scruff, but you're just so rinky dinky. And really striking at the heart of volunteer communities, because my entire gig has always been volunteer. Like, I just opened the idea of having the ability to receive donations recently, like within the last 2 months. I mean, prior to that, like Jeff, and another thing, to Monsieur Cedric, thank you for getting in there and watching some of my old videos, man. Because you see that those older videos, man, I was so full of enthusiasm and vim and vigor and getting it, I was out there documenting the city, and I'd come home and spend hours and hours editing those videos and adjusting sound levels and really trying to make them a dynamite production, added value production. And like, so you just watched one of my really old ones, like from 4 years ago, Frank Monday, Beijing subway, right? And look at how much I rewatched it myself after you left a comment on it. And I thought, damn, I was getting it, like I put hours and hours of video work into that. And then hours and hours of behind the scenes editing work and sound checking and adding doing the cuts and adding the music and stuff and so on and so forth, So that one 15-minute video, I put about 3 days of work into. And, like we're talking 6-7 hours a day. So you're talking, that's like what is that? It's like 20 hours worth of labor to make a 10-minute video, So a totally different scenario. Like these days, I live stream for 3 hours. That doesn't require any video editing or, anything like that. It's just impromptu. But back then, I was really rolling up the fucking sleeves and sinking the muscle into videos. But here's the thing. I would get a return of like 2 views, 3 views. And I'd get out there and I would try to promote it on Facebook and Instagram and across Chinese platforms. And it never worked, man. That video has been up for 5 years and it's only got 10 views on it, so it kind of broke my spirit. And then they moved the goalpost. Like originally you could monetize your channel and get AdSense if you had 1,000 subs. And then they moved the goalpost to 10,000 subs. They're like, nah, fuck all that 1,000 sub shit. They're like, if you want to have AdSense now, you got to have 10,000 subs and I don't know, 100,000 hours of view time or something. It's just crazy. I mean, fuck it. I'm not gonna go above and beyond and put in 20 hours of work on a 10-minute video when they're just not going to allow me to grow. Can you still hear me? Give me a yo if you can still hear me out in Happy Land, Jeff. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it, man. Ain't gonna fucking do it. Ain't gonna work for free. Motherfucker needs a job. So you guys know that I got a full-time job anyway. So I just do this for fun. It's a heart-centered activity, you know, and connecting with community has what it's always been about for me. So meeting up and seeing you guys out in Happy Land, that's what it's all about. Yes, indeed, sir. Give me a yo if you can still hear me. Can you hear me all right? Yo, yo, yo. Give me a yo out in Happy Land if you can hear me all right. Yeah, good deal. It sounds like I'm still, hey, am I? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm still broadcasting live from the temple here. So it's a temple day, Sunday. It's pushing noon. Good. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Since the dawn of mankind, people have been accumulating knowledge and passing it around in society. The ways that know-how and technology has been developed has changed over the years, from the supposed caveman of ancient times to the new age man of today. And though we are a time of planes, trains, and automobiles, it would seem that one thing remains true. There is a persistent drive to amass wealth, defeat your enemies, and make life better for yourself, your community, your nation, and the world at large. The military, industrial, and domestic areas of life are the primary areas in which we develop in any given society. Way back in time, folks had to know what to grow and eat, how to stay healthy, and how to organize their communities to achieve lasting success. In the earliest times, this likely took the form of stories passed down orally. The earliest forms of writing we see concern themselves not with the gods and epics, as some would have you believe, but with cattle herding, grain counts, and mercantile endeavors such as trading and conquest. Once books came into being, we see many of the same activities as the earlier endeavors. Aside from the enigma of a megalithic era in which which is hardly understood by modern man, it is clearly apparent that nearly all past societies have disappeared from the timeline and offer little of a tangible heritage that we can easily understand. Libraries became great storehouses of knowledge, and universities trained professionals in the areas of research and development of databases to increase science and technology. The advancement of knowledge leads to power struggles and an uneven distribution of resources to those who hold power and influence. The king priests of yore are replaced with the warlords of yesterday, only to be usurped by the bankers of today and the technocrats and oligarchs of tomorrow. Knowledge, which should build better societies for all, becomes the tool of the state to imprison people in ideological frameworks that serve only those at the top. How?
Can you hear me all right? Hello. Welcome back. All of my microphones seem to be cutting out. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Good, it switched over to the internal microphone. Did that even work? Let me see if it worked. Yeah, it looks like it probably just cut out a second ago. Good deal. Yeah, so I'll pick up where I left off. The king priests of yore replaced with warlords of yesterday, only to be usurped by bankers Today, technocrats and oligarchs, and the technocrats and oligarchs of tomorrow. Knowledge, which should build better societies for all, becomes the tool of the state to imprison people in ideological frameworks that serve only those at the top. How can public servants become the most wealthy and influential in a system that is meant to serve? How can organically developed systems of husbandry and agriculture meant to free mankind go into a situation of to free mankind into a situation of abundance and wealth be turned to make life a living hell of constant drudgery and suffering? Knowledge is both the problem and the solution to man's ills. Through knowledge, man has been able to do many wonderful things, like providing for many and making life better in many areas. But at the same time, rather than providing these things to our fellow humans, a system of modern slavery to ideas has been established, resulting in much unnecessary struggle and hardship that likely would not exist in a smaller self-regulating systems and communities. At the end of the day, those operating these systems seek to defeat us. And we cannot be defeated, my friends, brothers and sisters. That's just a little piece I wrote recently in response to the encroaching scam demonography of what's going on these days. It's sad, but you know what is not sad is we keep on fighting. Come on, let's see them yos out in Happy Land. We just keep on swinging, keep on fighting the good fight. Y'all good looking, sexy people. Stay well out in Happy Land. I got to do all the dishes and clean the floor and do a bunch of housework. So I'm going to cut this short. Make sure you guys get over there and check out the show that we recently did. It was a lot of fun. It was, as I say, it was impromptu, and I wasn't necessarily 100% prepared for it. But you know what? You never are 100% prepared for anything. Every moment of your life has been leading up to this moment. So it is Fate versus Free Will on Occult Priestess channel. Give her a sub if you like what she does over there. I'll be joining her in the future for more transmissions. And we're going to learn to multicast so that we can work together in the future. Like maybe every Sunday morning we'll do something like that. Either I'll have Mary on or maybe I'll have Mary on, or Occult Priestess will have me and Mary on, or maybe Mary will have me and Occult Priestess on, and more folks tuning in from Happy Land. Give me just a minute. Jeff, I will show you the rundown here. Oh, I just noticed that you said this, Jeff. He says, Frank, can you talk about your business job? I was working for the oil and gas companies, coal and gasoline and natural gas, CNOOCP, which is China Nationalized Oil, and I forget the exact name, and then Sinopec and Schlumberger. So these were the three main companies that I coordinated between. And what I was doing with them is documentation for the oil and gas industry, for doing like internal videos, so internal corporate training videos and stuff like that. I was basically just an actor, presentation guy in a suit, would read text, would go around to the businesses and give what are those called? Those corporate training seminars where they try to get their company, their employees to bind and strengthen better. God, I forget what all. It's been like over a decade since I've been involved in that business, and that's funny that you should ask about that, Jeff. Those were the days, man. I love working in corporate businesses, man. It's a lot of fun because they have beautiful environments and they pay you a lot. Like there's really a lot of money in it. And like, if you're a free agent, I was an independent agent doing that. If you're a free agent doing it, then it's really a lot of fun. I don't see what I'm looking for. I'm trying to share this with you guys so I can. Yeah, if that's it, then I will. I'll wander off into the abodes of the future, unless you want me to do a tarot card for you, Jeff. I know how you sometimes appreciate a good tarot reading. I got about 20 minutes before I really need to start cracking. My kids will be back at noon, and it's 11:15 now. Hey, look, Occult Priestess is out here in the ideas room. Occult, I was just telling everyone about the show, and I was trying to find it, and when I clicked on your webpage, it went blank, and it didn't let me connect. It said that I was a robot, and it wasn't letting me show your channel. So that was kind of the Google algobots with their happy horse shit. So can you guys see the shared screen okay? Here we are. Occult Priestess, her channel is over here on YouTube, and she also does a Rockfin presentation. Maiden in Black, Corin Wilson, also known as Cor, Reverend Banshee, Just the Facts, ma'am, so on and so forth. So there's the link if you want to donate to the channel. You know how they always have to second guess you these days? They're like, oh, if you want to do that, are you sure you want to do that? And it's like, what? Happy horse shit. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun streaming this morning with Occult Priestess. And the reason I fired up a live stream this morning, Occult, is because nobody on my channel knew that we were going to be going live. And we did like a 3-hour show. So that was awesome. But everyone from the Frank Monday channel missed it. So kind of a bummer there. But what are you going to do, right? Just give them a yo. Come on. Roll with the punches. So here is her channel, guys. Jeff. Here it is here. There's her channel. And then there's the show we did this morning. I don't know if you're going to take it down and edit it or if you're just going to leave it up as is. I personally think it did really good just as is. But, I mean, that's ultimately your decision. So it's fate versus free will. That was the topic of the discussion. And we had a great time. So, yeah, if you'd like to see a card, Jeff, let me know. I got my my new gold foil deck that I got from my son. How's everything going, Monsieur Tiedrick, by the way? How are you doing out there in Happy Land, Monsieur Tiedrick? Let's see what Occult Priestess says that as is plus may edit it and make it shorts, making both available. Yeah, good stuff. I thought about that too recently, like taking shorts from things and then adding them to YouTube as shorts, because that seems to be a really popular topic. And like some of the shorts I've done recently on my YouTube channel have gotten like over 10,000 views. And it's like, hey, you might actually get a sub from that. You never know. I don't think the shorts, like the Instagram style shorts, I don't think they actually add to your, I don't think they add to your view count, but I mean, it gets the word out, lets people know that you're there, you know. Looks like the ideas room has dropped to just you and me, Occult. Monsieur Priestess, Corinne. I was going to offer some tarot cards in your direction if you were interested. Little tarot live stream live on Occult Priestess. Frank Monday coming at you. Yeah, I had a few more minutes. I wanted to just let everyone know. I just wanted to let everyone know that we did a 3-hour live stream this morning. Wow. And it was a lot of fun, really good fun. But it also takes it out of you, you know, talking for 3 hours. Well, I mean, I only talked 1/3 of the time. There was Mary Moon and Occult Priestess, and she was host of the show. So, of course, didn't have to talk as much, but you have to stay attentive. You know, you need to listen to what other people are saying and then try to synthesize that and derive benefit all around, you know, for yourself and others, and then try to add value in some way. So if you have a particular question, I could draw a single card for you, right? Or if you have a question, let me know. So heaven and earth, divine spirits, and ancient masters, your son has a question. Give us a single card of contemplation for Corrine, Occult Priestess, the Maiden in Black. Just something to grow on. What should be your lesson for today? Your card of meditation. We have got the... Oh, wow. So I see that you actually have a question coming in, Occult. But I was just drawing a general card of guidance, and we got you the Queen of Hearts. So watery contemplation looks like maybe a couple of different... What do you see from that? You know, people always say, take what you like and leave what you don't. So I see Mary Moon here, you know, our friend that you had on the channel this morning, because she's a deep contemplative person. But also, you know, a woman with a cup, that's you yourself, Aquarius, right? The contemplation of the heart. So as a in the advice position, the Queen of Cups advises us to get in tune with our feminine side and to... looking for that. Okay. Be in touch with the intuitive, more gentle aspect of our nature. It's a lovely card. You want a little when and where am I moving this year? Are you planning on moving? Wow, that seems like a pretty serious deal, right? All right, so we'll set you down as the Querent. We'll make you the Queen of Hearts. Where is Occult Priestess off to this year? Are you being forced to move? Are you choosing to move? Are you what is the situation there with the move, huh? Heaven and earth, divine spirits, and ancient masters, on behalf of the Occult Priestess, can you give us some insight into her movement this year? What is the advice you have for us surrounding the idea of moving? We will accept this response, whether it shows us good fortune or misfortune. I would like to do a little above and below before we begin. Oh, really? Yeah, that's always tough. Let's see what we got. So covering you is a dual situation here. One, the Seven of Cups, the Lord of Illusion and self-delusion and deception and all that good, happy horse shit. And then the Two of Cups, so the union of male and female. So I see that it's a really emotional thing. It started off with cups. We had the cups, the Queen of Cups. So we've got 3 cups in a row right now. So seems like it's a very emotional transition at this time. Foundation, of course, is some deception being rendered against you. The Lord of Decision. You need to make a decision. It's something you've been thinking a lot about, right? And another 2. So we've got 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Foundation passing away, the energy to remain there, right? The 8 of Wands, the energy to remain, and that situation is tapering off, right? That great passion and enthusiasm that you had going into it is starting to pass away and wane. We've got the Queen of Swords above you as the highest ideal. So that tells me that you need to stay mentally focused right now, stay sharp, make the best decisions for yourself. And we've got, having made that decision, ultimately, they're looking forward to the coming future, which is a Knight of Swords. So we started off with a lot of watery energy. Now we've got a lot of air energy pushing and motivating across the top of that. Okay, so you're in a, if the Queen of Swords is your card, then you're in a position of command to make decisions, and you've got news and messages coming to you rapidly at this time. Communications, and we see that mercurial influence of the Knight rushing in to, and I don't know if he's there to save the day or just cause more trouble. You never know about those things. Next card up on the wand. Wow, your star card there at the base of the wand. So you seem to be in your element in this great challenge and transition. It seems to be something that you can ultimately handle, and that you're inspired by the idea of getting on with your life. And I've seen a couple of cards here, right, with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords rushing in, that it may be that you're going to be unifying with a man in this. You know, you might find yourself moving in with a lover, or meeting that new someone. Wow. And then in the house area on the wand, we've got the Six of Cups coming up. So this is a beautiful time of memories and young childlike love. So if you do find that special someone rushing into your life at this time, I think that just go with it. You know, why fight the struggle? I mean, maybe man or woman, whatever your interest is. There is good energy in the area of love. So uh, you might find a knight in sharding armor. In the area of your hopes and so on, it says you need to meditate. You know, the Lord of Rest. Just take it easy. Let the chips fall where they may. I mean, we're up to the top of the wand now. So let's see what this last card is. Wow! In position one at the top of the wand is the Magi. So we see reiterated throughout this entire reading the reinforcement that you're in a position of power to make a decision, and that ultimately the key to the doors of the temple is within your grasp. Yeah, so if there's a past love that you might want to hook back up with again, you know, and give it a second go, it's, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Being in a relationship of love and understanding, and even if there's some bitterness and deception from the past, I think that you can rebuild old bridges. You know, you don't necessarily have to burn all the bridges and never cross them again. Build new bridges. And then again, if it's someone, let's see, we see that knight at the position of that old love rushing back in and maybe sweeping you off your feet. But again, once you're in a position of power, oh, past life, okay, past life love. Yeah, well, maybe there's going to be an opportunity for that, what we call the bridge of the magpies, for one of those old past life loves to, you know, shall we go round the wheel one more time? You know, one might show up again. And a lot of swords, though. I do see a lot of swords. I see a lot of swords and a lot of cups. So it's very emotional, very straining mentally. But with that said, all of the cards that support you are in positions of power, right? Like we had the Queen of Swords right at the top of the wheel. And then we had your star sign, the star, at the base of the wand. And then we had the Magi at the top of the wand, right? So a lot of really powerful energy that there isn't anything you can't overcome at this point in your journey. You've got the power. It's there within you. And then The only obstacles I see are that seven of that seven of cups in the very beginning there covering you. So you got to cut through the bullshit, cut through the deception. You've got that um, decisiveness there at the base of the situation, and so you just need to grab one of those swords, and slice right through any miasma or obfuscation. uh, I do see. I mean, take again. Uh, Choose what resonates with you, but it seems like a very powerful position for you, and a very powerful reading. Heaven and earth, divine spirits, and ancient masters, thank you for this transmission. Thank you for this reading. We accept your response, and may all things lead to love and oneness. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Yeah, good fun. So there is a little reading for you, Occult Priestess, as a thank you for having me on the show this morning. A lot of good fun out there in Happy Land. Really worthwhile connecting with the community. Yeah, thanks to the gods and goddesses. Folks always say, they say, hey, Frank, tell me what you know. And I say, hey, I don't know much, but the cards know a lot, So I just sit here to interpret them. It's the magical energy of the arbiter of justice within and without, that great spiritual being, that mercurial influence, as you know, that brings the message. We just try to do our best to interpret it. I certainly appreciate you, Occult Priestess. And Jeff, Monsieur Tiedrick, if you're still out there in Happy Land, if you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like one to grow on, I always have fun with that. And a lot of people it's popular to do pick a card right now. So I set out 3 cards and you choose a position, 1, 2, or 3. What do you think the fates have in store for you? So there's a lot of different fun tarot stuff going on out there right now in Happy Land. I had a student recently who showed interest in the tarot, and so we kind of talked about it, and I did a reading for them. Yeah, big hugs and much love to you, Occult Priestess. And he went on to bid on a deck, a Greek deck that he ordered from Europe, and he paid 600 euros for it, which is like, I don't know, it's like $600 US basically. And he bought a deck and he brought it to school and showed it to me, and I was like, good God, man, it's such a beautiful deck. It's all based on the Greek gods. I'm gonna do a little interview with him next week and have him talk about it and do a show and tell for that deck, because man, what an expensive deck. It was made back in like 1983 or something, and it's quite rare. So good fun. All righty, doesn't look like Monsieur Tiedrick's still out there in Happy Land. Jeff, if you're out there, give me a quick shout out and let me know what you know, man. All right then, I will. Yeah, I will definitely, Occult Priestess. I want to. I want to get some good photos of that deck because it is beautiful. And wow, what a deck. $600. I couldn't afford anything like that myself, but don't have to. I can enjoy his and document it. Looking forward to the future, guys. This is a card of enterprise and industry and putting the seeds in the ground, so to speak. The ships are both going out to trade and coming back in. So he who rules over his own kingdom will prosper from the growing energy of this new Aries transition, right? As we move in to the next couple of months, things are going to be warming up and heating up, and it's really good to get your seeds in the ground early. In fact, I have intuitive dreams when it's time to plant. The holy guardian angels out in the celestial realm visit me in dreamland and show me working the fields and planting the seeds. And I've already been out there working hard, getting my seeds in the ground, because you want to get your sprouts up and early, up and at them. Alrighty then. It seems that I've lost Jeff, so I just wanted to tune in real quick to let everyone know that we did a real fun live stream over at Occult Priestesses. Check out her channel. Make sure you like and subscribe here on the Frank Monday channel, and I will see you good-looking, sexy people in the abodes of the future. Much love to you, as above, so below, and good magic. Until next time, Zaijian, everyone.